Welcome back to the 2022 Select Series. This is actually one of my favorite segments. This is a group of balanced trait bulls that we've selected to talk to you about. In an age when we probably have tended to select for some extremes, these are bulls that really cover all the bases. They may not be extreme for any one trait, but they do a tremendous amount of things well. And to start off that lineup, we're going to talk about a new bull that's on page 12 of our spring sire directory. His name is Iron Horse. He is owned by Wall Street Cattle Company down in Missouri, along with Select Sires. He has a unique pedigree for bulls that we generally find on these kind of sorts, in that he is a stallion son out of a Buckus daughter. He is going to be a moderate framed, 5'8" to 6 frame score bull. As you can tell from his picture, he's a really nice fronted, well-balanced, straight line bull that's super correct. He transmits a lot of eye appeal and type to his calves. They too are moderate framed, easy fleshing, have a lot of muscle shape. So he was a bull that really intrigued us from the standpoint of kind of reading really good on paper, and yet also having a really high phenotype to go along with that.
A couple of things I'll point out on him. And this bull goes back to 643T, and I think that just puts the nail in it that we've got some cow power here. When I look at Iron Horse and his data set, one of the things that jumps out at me is he ranks very high on angle. People are putting more emphasis on the foot quality. Lots of people want to talk about claw, but angle is a really, really big deal in terms of getting that structure of that foot right and keeping the toe length where it needs to be. And I think it's really, really neat when you get a bull that's this well balanced and then ranks that high on angle. I think it's a very useful point if you're trying to correct that issue.
Yeah, John, I know you got to see some Iron Horses, I think, at 44 Farms.
Yeah, and they're very attractive. What I think of when I see the Iron Horses is they have length of body. They're very attractive up through that front end and shoulder, extended through that neck. Excellent body length, and they don't give up that body depth and shape as you get behind them. So I think he's a bull that not only will sire balanced data, very good from a structure standpoint, but I think we will still have that substance in the cattle.
The next bull is a bull called Safe and Sound. This is another one of my favorite new bulls in our lineup, just because I think he does so many things right, and he offers a little bit different twist to the pedigree. Joe, this is a bull that you found. Maybe tell us a little bit more about him.
It's Select Sires genetics, but it's really a very unique blend of it. When you look at the bull, the cow, the cow family, and you look at the data, there's just not a whole inning. And I think he's very appropriately named.
Yeah, and I'm excited. Our partner is Jerry Kneedly, who's sampled the bull really heavily. And I think if you get the opportunity to see this bull in person, his phenotype really sells you on the bull. John, I know you've had the opportunity to do that.
Yep, I was able to see him in the stud, and again, a very attractive bull. As you get behind him, very good from a structure standpoint when you get the bull on the move, but I like the shape and dimension that he offers.
And then the last bull in the balanced group we're going to talk about is a bull that's probably been a little overlooked, honestly, in the Angus population, and I think his daughters are really starting to create a lot more interest in him, and that is Blueprint. Joe, tell us about Blueprint and what you see there.
Yeah, Blueprint's one of those bulls that he's the unique Competence Plus son that's out there available. The thing that you got to drive home on Blueprint, he's just consistent, and he adds muscle in one generation like no other sire does. When you think about using Blueprint, if you've got some cattle that are a little bigger frame, that maybe are getting a little narrow on you and don't have that shape of rib and quarter and stifle to them, Blueprint does that immediately, just one generation. The data is solid, it's got proof to it, the cattle are working, and he's a bull that will make you both sexes. His sons will sell well, and the daughters are making nice cows.
Well, if you're interested in making some balanced trait genetics, we hope you'll check out the balanced trait bulls in the 2022 Select Sires Sire Directory.